Anyone familiar with the Albert Mehrabian study about communication? So very important one. Albert Mehrabian did a study in California to try to find out how does a listener or an audience, or in your case maybe a patient or boss, how do they judge us? How do they take in our information and create their perception of us? And what Mehrabian found was there are 3 channels of communication that someone else will take in to make their judgments about you. And those 3 are verbal, vocal, and visual. So verbal is the words, vocal is the voice, visual is how you look. Now what Mehrabian found in this study was if all 3 of these channels are telling the same story, they are all equally important in the eyes of your listener. But if there is mixed messaging between what you are saying and how you are saying it, they're no longer equal. In that situation where there is what he called incongruence, mixed messages, which of those 3 do you think becomes most important? Visual is correct. What percentage did he assign to visual in that situation? 55%. Becomes all about the visual. If there's incongruence in mixed messages, what is the second most important thing your audience will take in? Vocal is correct. How you sound while you're saying it. Because what you are saying and how you're saying it don't match up, let me listen to how you're saying it. I'm going to judge that more than the word. That is correct, 38%. Which then only leaves 7% for the actual words. Which means, the lesson from this, if there is incongruence or mixed messaging in what you are saying versus how you are saying it, 93% of the perception your audience comes to is based on the delivery, which is where your intention cues come in, all those things we just talked about. If you are coming to me giving me some tough news, looking me in the eye, bringing your volume down, keeping your answers concise, those things are going to be very important. Why aren't you looking me in the eye? If you don't look me in the eye during this tough conversation, I'm not going to be as reassured as I probably need to be, and it could hurt your credibility. Any questions on those? A good way to show you this in action is everybody look up here. If I were to do, what is your name, sir? Ryan? Ryan with an R? Yep. If I were to say, Ryan, I'm not angry. So let's break down my communication in this situation. What's my verbal message say to Ryan? I'm not angry. However, there's a disconnect. My vocal, my visual tell a different story. There's no way if he and I are in this conversation, he's ever going to believe I'm not angry. Okay? Everything has to align. That is the power of intention. We'll show you right here how intention plays into the Mehrabian study. Here's what's communicated through your words. Information. Very important. Don't discount the importance of the verbal message. But what are we doing with the nonverbal? That is communicating attitudes and the emotions behind it. What does intention do? That syncs them up. That creates the congruency between the nonverbal and the verbal. Congruency of message, everything on the same page. Is that clear? Everybody understand that? Good. That is your secret weapon right there, intention and objective.